Learn English to Gujarati logic words. Premise 2.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
Welcome to the logic circus. Hey, you are about to learn some very serious words in a very unserious way. If a philosopher, a teacher, and a confused student walked into a chai shop, these are exactly the words they would argue about. Today you will meet 8 useful English to Gujarati words. Premise is.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Postulate is.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ માન્યતા.
Axiom is.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ સત્ય.
Paradigm is.
પ્રતિમાન.
These is.
આ.
Antithesis is.
પ્રતિવાદ.
Synthesis is.
સંશ્લેષણ.
Conclusion is.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
Yes, this chapter sounds intellectual, but do not worry. Nobody will ask you to solve the universe before breakfast. Meet the foundation words. Let us start with the words that build arguments from the ground up. Think of them as the bricks, beams, and slightly overconfident architect of logic. A premise is the starting idea of an argument.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Example. The argument starts from a simple.
પૂર્વધારણા.
A postulate is something accepted at the start, especially in formal reasoning or math.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ માન્યતા.
Example. Geometry often begins with a.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ માન્યતા.
An axiom is a self-evident truth, accepted without proof.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ સત્ય.
Example. In logic, an.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ સત્ય.
Can be a starting point. Quick memory trick. If the argument is a house.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Is the floor.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ માન્યતા.
Is the rule book, and.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ સત્ય.
Is the brick everyone pretends was obviously there all along. Big brain plot twist. Now we move from single ideas to whole ways of thinking. This is where conversations begin sounding expensive. A paradigm is a model or framework for thinking.
પ્રતિમાન.
Example. We need a new.
પ્રતિમાન.
For education. Imagine a scientist saying, I did not change my socks, but I changed the.
પ્રતિમાન.
Single quote. That is the idea, not just one opinion, but the whole pattern. When the old.
પ્રતિમાન.
No longer works, people argue, write papers, drink tea, and invent a new one. A tiny useful word. After those giant academic words, here comes a tiny hero. Small word, big daily usefulness. These in Gujarati is.
આ.
You point to things near you and say.
આ.
Example.
આ.
Are my books. I like.
આ.
Shoes. Think of.
આ.
As the word your finger says when it points at nearby things. Very simple, very useful, very unlikely to start a philosophical war. Opposites and teamwork. Here come 2 dramatic cousins. One loves conflict, and the other loves making peace. Every good story has both. Antithesis is.
પ્રતિવાદ.
It shows contrast or opposition. Example. Light and darkness form a.
પ્રતિવાદ.
In the story. Synthesis is.
સંશ્લેષણ.
It means combining parts into a whole. Example. Good writing requires a.
સંશ્લેષણ.
Of many ideas. Funny way to remember them.
પ્રતિવાદ.
Is 2 goats on a bridge arguing.
સંશ્લેષણ.
Is those same goats opening a bakery together. Conflict first, cooperation later. Mini dialogue at the chai stall. Let us hear the words in a playful scene. You just listen and enjoy the chaos. Teacher. What is your argument based on? Student. On 1.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Teacher. Good. And what do we accept first in geometry? Student. A.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ માન્યતા.
Philosopher. Some truths are.
સ્વયંસિદ્ધ સત્ય.
Chai seller. My only self-evident truth is that tea should be hot. Researcher. Our field needs a new.
પ્રતિમાન.
Friend. Fine, but.
આ.
Samosas need my attention first. Poet. My poem uses.
પ્રતિવાદ.
Editor. Great. Then give me.
સંશ્લેષણ.
In the final paragraph. Teacher. And what is the final thought called? Everyone.
निष्कर्ष.
Chai seller. Excellent. The.
निष्कर्ष.
Is that learning works better with snacks? Quick drill. Your turn now. I say the English word, and you say the Gujarati word out loud. Yes, out loud. Your ceiling fan is ready to judge you. Premise.
पूर्वधारणा.
Postulate.
स्वयं सिद्ध मान्यता.
Axiom.
स्वयं सिद्ध सत्य.
Paradigm.
प्रतिमान.
These.
आ.
Antithesis.
प्रतिवाद.
Synthesis.
संश्लेषण.
Conclusion.
निष्कर्ष.
Final quiz and friendly conclusion. Let us finish strong. You already know more Gujarati logic vocabulary than many people who argue on the internet. What is the Gujarati word for premise?
पूर्वधारणा.
What is the Gujarati word for postulate?
स्वयं सिद्ध मान्यता.
What is the Gujarati word for axiom?
स्वयं सिद्ध सत्य.
What is the Gujarati word for paradigm?
प्रतिमान.
How do you say these?
आ.
How do you say antithesis?
प्रतिवाद.
How do you say synthesis?
संश्लेषण.
How do you say conclusion?
निष्कर्ष.
Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing these words, say them aloud, use them in tiny sentences, and come back tomorrow so your brain can pretend this was all its idea from the beginning.